Namaste students and very good morning to all. Today shall be the last class of the chapter Force and Laws of Motion, and in this class we shall be discussing some problems related to conservation of momentum. We shall be discussing how or what type of questions that will be coming which are related to conservation of momentum and how can we solve those questions on the basis of conservation of momentum. So without making late, let's start. So before solving the question, let us understand the question what it is given. The question as it has said, a bullet of mass 10 gram is fired from a gun of mass 6 kilogram with a velocity of 300 meter per second. Calculate recoil velocity of the gun. Right. So if I draw this thing in a diagram, it will be something like this. Let's say this is our gun which is having mass 6 kilogram and it is fired and the bullet has the mass 10 gram and the bullet is traveling with a speed of 300 meter per second. So what will be the recoil velocity? Once the bullet is fired, there will be recoil velocity of the gun. So what will be that recoil velocity that we have to calculate? Right. So before we solve it, let us understand it. But what we have to equate? See, this is the momentum of the bullet. It is its mass and it is its velocity. Mass into velocity, we shall be getting the momentum of the bullet. And we shall have to equate the momentum of this bullet with the momentum of this gun, mass and the velocity. So as momentum is conserved, so this momentum must be equal to this momentum, and by solving that equation, we can get the answer of the velocity of the recoil velocity of the gun. Right. So now let us solve it. So first, one more thing before solving it, we can see that here the unit is in gram and whereas here the unit is in kilogram. So we have to convert this gram into kilogram first, then we have to calculate. Right. So things given: mass of bullet 10 gram, which is equal to 10 by 1000 kilogram. Velocity of bullet is equal to 300 meter per second. These things are given, and mass of gun is given. Mass of gun 6 kilogram. Right. Velocity we have to find out. See, whenever we will be solving question related to conservation of momentum, it will give everything. It will not give one thing, and it will ask that thing to find out. Here you can see everything is given, only the velocity of gun is not given, and it will ask to find out this velocity. And as we know, on every question related to conservation of momentum, we have to equate the initial momentum and final momentum. Here also same thing we will be doing. Here the momentum of this bullet will be equal to the momentum of this gun. Momentum of the bullet will be mass into mass of the bullet into its velocity. Mass is 10 by 1000 kilogram and velocity is 300 meter per second. So as per conservation of momentum, by 1000 into 300, which is momentum of the bullet, will be equal to mass of the gun into the recoil velocity. Right. Momentum of the bullet will be equal to momentum of the gun. So now let us solve it and find out what will be the value of V. So you can see that we have found out the velocity of gun will be, or the recoil velocity of gun will be 0.5 meter per second. Now let us understand the questions one more time. See, the question is given: a bullet of 10 gram is fired with a velocity of 300 meter per will be the recoil velocity? Means whenever the bullet will be fired in this direction, it will also put some amount of force on the gun, which will make the gun to have a recoil velocity in opposite direction. So what will be the velocity of the gun in that opposite direction? It varies. And according to conservation of momentum, we should make that the initial conservation should be initial momentum should be equal to final momentum. Right. So here the momentum of the bullet should be made equal to the momentum of the gun, and everything is given except the velocity of the gun. Mass of the bullet is given in gram, we have to convert it into kilogram. Velocity is given 300 meter per second. Mass of the gun is given 6 kilogram. Velocity of the gun we have to find out. And according to the conservation of momentum, we have to equate the momentum of bullet to the momentum of gun. Momentum of bullet will give its mass into velocity, and momentum of gun will give its mass into velocity. Now we have got our equation, and from this equation we can find out what will be the value of V, or the recoil velocity of the gun. It will be 0.5 meter per second. I hope that this question is clear to you. You will be getting this types of question in your exam. So I hope that whenever you will be getting these types of question, you will be happy to solve all these questions. So now let us solve the example 9.8 given earlier, in which two hockey players will be playing. One will be having the weight of 60 kg and other will be having the weight of 55 kg. And the one who will be having the weight 60 kg will be moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second towards the ball, and the one who will be having 55 kg, he will also be moving towards the ball with a velocity of 6 meter per second. And they are moving in such a way that they are moving towards each other, and you can see in the diagram it is like this, right? So when they will be moving towards each other, it is obvious that they will get entangled, and after that what will be their final velocity and in which direction it have asked, right? I hope that the question is clear to you. So, and let me discuss it one more time. Say this is a player M1 whose weight is 60 kg and moving with velocity 5 meter per second towards the ball, and another one man of opposite team whose weight is 55 kg moving towards the ball with the velocity of 6 meter per second, and they both are moving towards each other. So it is obvious that they will get entangled, and after that entanglement, in which direction it is, what velocity both will be moving, it have asked, right? So what we have to do, we have to just calculate the initial momentum and equate it with final momentum, because we know that initial momentum will always be equal to final momentum as per the conservation of momentum, right? So what will be the initial momentum? Total initial momentum. We know that mass of player 1 into its velocity plus mass of player 2 into its velocity. Mass of player 1 is 60 kg. 60 into its velocity is 5 meter per second, plus mass of player 2 is 55 kg into its velocity 6 meter per second. See, one thing we have to keep in mind. So here you know that velocity is a vector particle. So here the velocity is in the opposite direction of this. So we have to take it as -6. So this will be called as our total initial momentum. Now what will be the total final momentum? Total final momentum will be, mass will be, both will get entangled. So our total mass will be m1 plus m2, that will be 60 plus 55. 60 plus 55, and velocity we have to find out. Let's say that is v. See here you can see that everything is given, only one thing is not given. As in previous question I have said that in the question related to conservation of momentum, it will give you everything, it will only ask you one thing, and you have to find forget one thing. Here everything is given, that velocity is not given. After entanglement, what will be their velocity and in which direction? So according to the conservation of momentum, this total initial momentum P will be equal to total final momentum of P. So it means that this value will be equal to this value. So we have to calculate it now. After solving the equation, we will get the value of P will be minus 0.26 meter per second. See here, this minus value represents that after the entanglement of both the players, they both will be moving in negative direction, right? In the negative direction or in the direction of the mass m2, in the direction in which the mass m2 was moving earlier. In that direction they both will be moving. So now let us understand it one more time. Two players are given, two hockey player. One is having mass 60 kg, moving with velocity 5 meter per second towards the ball, and the other one is having 55 kg mass and moving towards the ball with 6 meter per second. And both are moving in such a way that they are moving opposite to each other and they will get entangled. So whenever their entanglement will happen, in which direction their final velocity will be happening, that it have asked. What will be the value of that velocity and what will be the direction of that velocity after entanglement it have asked. So here what we have to do, we have to calculate the total initial momentum and total final momentum and equate this total initial momentum with the total final momentum, because we know that momentum is always conserved. So whatever will be the amount of momentum before collision, that will be the amount after collision according to the conservation of momentum. So let us find out what will be total initial momentum. Total initial momentum will be mass into velocity of the first player plus mass into velocity of the second player. And here you can see that this m1 is moving in positive direction, so its mass will be and velocity will be plus 5. But this m2 is moving in negative direction, so its mass and velocity value will be having a negative value, minus 6. Right? This is the value of total initial momentum before collision. Now after the collision or after the entanglement, what will be their mass? As both will be moving in one direction, so we have to take the mass of both the body. So both will be having mass of, one is having 60 kg and the other will be having 55 kg. So here the mass will be 60 plus 55 and we don't know what will be their velocity. Let us represent it as V. So this will be the total final momentum. Now we have to equate this total initial momentum to the total final momentum. After equating or after solving this, we can find out that the value of V will be minus 0.26 meter per second. It means that after entanglement, they will be moving in negative direction with a velocity of 0.26. I hope that this question is clear, and if any questions come regarding the conservation of momentum, you will be able to solve all those questions. Still, if you have anything to ask or any doubt, you can ask me anytime. So have a nice day. Stay blessed, everybody. That's it for today.